Nesara and Gesara is already both active. So I believe that these data centers, my best guess, I think they'll be changed over to some kind of uh, power, free energy situation, what's happening there. Or they could be part of the QFS. And the QFS would, have, because it's basically to do with, when this thing is all over, there will be no banks. We're not going to be dealing with any banks, okay? So we're not going to be dealing with banks. That means that we're not going to be dealing with any credit cards. That means we're not going to be dealing with any loans. That means we're not going to be dealing with any taxes on mortgages or anything like that, okay? It's all going away, okay? That alone will set you free. And I think these centers that are there, rather than take over the existing buildings that are there as far as banks are concerned, I think they're going to be used as wealth management offices, because we're just going to be, plastered with money. Now, speaking about money, I just want to say out there to begin with, this is all for entertainment purposes only, and I recommend that you all go out there and do your own research. Now, this being said, this thing that went on with Janine, where my name, Big Daddy, and with my content was brought up on the Janine show with Atwood out of England. They were doing a question period and whatever, and they said, well, the person that was asking the question said, well, Big Daddy said that there will be billions for everybody after the QFS. Now, he reads the cards, and she comes up and she says, well, everybody should be just, living in the now, and to do the right thing, and, just to enjoy life for what it is. Now, that's not what I said. I said there will be billions available for everybody. It's not everybody going to get $1 billion, because everybody's in a different scenario. So I just want to make this very, very clear for everybody that billions are going to be available. And as you show your generosity or your kindness through your heart on the things that you're doing to help, rebuild our beautiful planet, you will be able to receive more money. It won't even be application. It'll be just done because of your activity on what you're doing with your account. And like I said, a lot of people that are up at my age, we won't even be required to do that. But like I said, if you are holding a whole bunch of Vietnamese dong, like many of us are holding, you're going to have that. You're going to have these huge amounts of figures in your new account, because the Vietnamese dong, if you do hit the redemption center, if it's, there's two different things going here, because there's a redemption center and there's, of course, the bank, the Forex on the banks. And the Forex on the banks will probably give you $2.50 for the Vietnamese dong, and they'll probably give you about $5 or $6, what I'm understanding, for the Iraqi dinar. Now, those are the two that are above and beyond everybody else. And of course, you got the Zim, and the Zim is strictly for humanitarian purposes, okay? And that's why you're going to get a pile of it. Now, you're able to take 20% out of that, 20, 30% or whatever, to help yourself and your family. How you doing, Emily? Yeah. Hey, Cajun. So, so the big three, and I call them the big three, is the Zimbabwe Zim or Zig, is all gold back, and so is the dinar and the Vietnamese dong. Those are the three big ones. And those ones will be go through the redemption center, first, and see what they're going to give you, because that's all going to be done for what it's worth. And you'll probably be getting 11 to 1, anywhere from 10 to 12 treasury note for every one Vietnamese dong. And you'll be getting maybe $16 or $17 U.S. treasury note for every dinar. That's what I'm hearing. So, yeah, be ready for that. Okay. And of course, whether there's people out there saying, oh, you won't have to sign an NDA. Well, I'm not sure about that, right? Looking forward to the next few months. Super duper time. Yeah, I know what you're saying, and that's it's getting. Yeah, we're in exciting times. How you doing, Scott? Federal Reserve notes. Well, we can see what's happening right now. And people have been asking me. They say, "Well, what do you think about this? This Walsh guy coming in for the Federal Reserve and taking over." Well, listen, the Federal Reserve is dying. They took it over from the other alligator because Jerome Powell was on his way out, and so is the Federal Reserve. It's on its way out. They're probably just using it there as the Federal Reserve right now, calling it what it is, and having the overseer of Walsh saying that he's all tied up and connected with the Zionists or whatever they're doing over in wherever in the little state. I'm not sure what that is and what is beyond it, but always remember, Trump keeps his enemies really close. Okay. Now, the Federal Reserve, you've seen this the other day, whether it be on TikTok or Facebook, that they have printing presses going out there, pounding out these $100 bills. Okay. And is it going to be bills underneath that? Is it going to be 50s and 20s and 10s and 5s after that? Or is it going to be coins? We haven't seen any of that yet. But I know the hundreds are being pumped out with Trump's signature on it. That's gold back. The petrodollar has to fall, and and that's what they're working on right now. Once you start seeing that, the jig is up. Okay. Thank you, Emily, for the yeah. Okay, getting my birth certificate trust fund money would be plenty. Yes, I know. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. But, the thing is, when you're looking in this, I mean, everybody's getting into that age now. It all depends on how old you are, how many times they've traded it and stuff like that. But, we're going to have, money's going to be the least of our problems. And I'm sure that a lot of this is going to be starting this year. Right now they're cleaning up all the alligators on the planet. All right. Yeah. Good morning to you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, Brady. Saskatchewan is in the house. Yeah, and I don't know why they're putting. They're going to have the referendum on Alberta separation. Of course, Saskatchewan will probably be involved in that there too. I say, listen, you guys up in northern Alberta and Saskatchewan, you guys only got 3 months of summer. Just go out and enjoy it. Don't get bottlenecked up with all the screwball protesting and all this other crap that the alligators are trying to put out there. Okay, they want to live in their pig pen, right? That's what they want to do. They want to live in their pig pen, and they want to continue, spewing out all the hate and rhetoric. Well, yeah, the Galactic News. I would say, just go over to listen to Ishmael. He's right on top of it. We have all kinds of information over there. I'm not the guy to get involved with it. You having a bad day there? What's his name? Ruby? Yeah, we'll pray for you. But like I says, you're just having a bad day. And that's too bad. How you doing, Ashley? Good to see you there. Yeah, these little alligators, they want to come on to our content and spew out their hate and crap. I have no idea why people want to take the time out there to do what they do. And the only thing I can come up with is that they just have so much hate inside them. They want to spread it out as much as they can. Yeah, debt account and transaction account centers. I'm really not sure how this is going to play out. I'm hearing it from high up